Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and today we have another one-take bag review, and that bag we're talking about today is a new travel bag, a new player in the travel bag game. I'm excited about that. New bag companies are always cool, and this one is no exception. Look at this, and I promise you we will get into a full-size shot of this with me wearing the bag after we do our one-take bag review. This one-take bag review is all camera number 2 because there is so much storage and pocketing going on in this bag that I've just got to start here and stay here. I mean, goodness. So first off, what is this? Look right here. Minimul. This is the M38, a 38-liter travel backpack that kind of runs it does some tricks here because this bag is sized for travel, but it's also really, really lightweight. We're talking like 3.6 pounds for the whole shebang. And that lightweight means that, and lightweight and fairly slim form factor, all things equal, right? So this is a fairly slim form factor. And what that means is you could actually conceivably use this almost like the Air travel pack. You could, if you wanted to, use this as an EDC bag that also works for work and travel, okay? So we're going to get into why I say that. But one of the things about this bag, aside from I love black and yellow together, I love it. One of the things I really like about this bag is the just size to weight ratio. Is it Dyneema? Is it like ultra lightweight, like mountain climbing lightweight? No, but it is feels noticeably lighter than some of my other bags, like my Peak Design travel bag. It's in the kind of sweet spot with my Tortuga travel bag, my light version of that, but lighter even than my Cotopaxi, which I really, really like. So will this slide into one of those top spots for me from a travel bag standpoint? Let's get into it. This one-take bag review is going to be a full exterior walkthrough, and then an interior walkthrough. We're going to get into all the nooks and crannies, as always, and show you all the features of this bag. Then we're going to have a discussion about kind of where does this rank in travel bags for me? All right, let's do this thing. Okay, exterior-wise, this thing is gorgeous, and we've got a lot of cool stuff going on here. Notably, one of the really cool things that we've got going on here is an ultra stretch beverage pocket, and it does what it's supposed to do really, really well. So not only does it hold a good sized bottle here, it also kind of seamlessly folds into the side of the bag and disappears when not in use. So yeah, I like that a lot. So right off the bat, a stretchy, grippy water bottle pocket. Very nice to see. Very nice to see. All right. Now I should say this bag is brand new, and we're talking about like Kickstarter launch here. I'm going to link you to all the stuff, and let's go ahead and get price out of the way. Now price is going to change. Early birds get better prices, all that kind of jazz. The regular price in this bag is going to be $2.99. I think you can get $50 off getting in early, so like a $2.49 situation. And then there will be all kinds of things you can add. You could add packing cubes, you could add a waist belt, you could add a packable tote, you could add all kinds of fun things to this if you wanted to go ham and go crazy, or you could just get yourself a travel bag. All right, so we've got minimal branding here, like literally minimal branding right here. The whole bag looks gorgeous. It is very, very svelte, very, very plain, very minimalist, which was obviously when they came up with the name and the bag, etc. Like, it's a really cool design, and yeah, really cool design, really minimal and classic, and not quite anonymous, right? Not quite anonymous because you've got some, whoa, look at that. I didn't even want to show you that yet. Whoa. You do have some really, truly unique features, but when you're just wearing this thing, a little blendy into the background, kind of very, very don't stand out. Yeah, and that's a good thing when you're traveling in almost every case. Now, let's do it. Let me just show you this. Holy cow. Look at this, y'all. So we got a ton going on back here. One of the most important things in a travel bag is how it feels on your back, period. Now, I think, there's probably 3 things in a travel bag that are most important in my experience. One is, how does it feel when you wear it? 2, what's the organization like, and does it match, what you typically carry? And then 3, how heavy is the thing? And so this one, I've got to say, passes the test on how does it feel on your back. Like a dream. It's going to be hard to show you this, but look at how thick this padding is. Can you see that? Look at how thick this padding is. That is probably the thickest padding that I have on any backpack. And then the straps themselves look great and feel great. You've got a Fidlock sternum strap going on here. Really, really great. And then that Fidlock sternum strap can slide up and down this rail to adjust to where you want it to be. No issues with that. No load lifters on the top of the bag. So if load lifters are a thing for you, this bag does not have them. You do have a luggage pass-through and or grab handle, however you want to envision this, right here on the back. And then there is the option for a waist belt. This is an early model of this bag, and they've done a little redesign for how the waist bag or the waist belt attaches to the bag. So please check out the most up-to-date materials on their website. Link in the video description. Another fun feature. So first off, I just can't get over this. I want this back panel and this. I mean, you got seatbelt nylon, which is one of my favorites, giving you a handle and a pass-through and a deep air channel and like the cushiest cushions, nice harness. Yeah, like, wow. Okay, and then you got this. Watch this. Why isn't that a thing? Handle, no handle. Handle, no handle. I mean, all right. That is awesome. This is awesome. This is real. I mean, and it's very comfortable handle. You've got some squishy padding. I love the yellow detail. And then it's magnetized. So when you're not using the handle, it's not just hitting you in the neck. It's magneted down to the bag. Like, that is super, super smart. Way to go. Way to go. That's great design. Why don't more people do that? Why isn't that an industry thing? I could just play with that all day. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, we need to get into the bag. I need to get out of the front of the bag and into the main event here. So check it out. You've got a C-shaped crescent opening here to your first compartment of this bag. And the first compartment of this bag is, it cuts to about right here on the bag. So let me show you that. Cuts to about right here. This bottom is not included in the pocket, so it doesn't drop all the way down, which I like. And this is a really poofy, nice pocket. Inside here, I've dropped in my wallet. This is like a quick access pocket. I tossed a gear hook. It's got a key leash. I tossed my AirPods in here. You know, this is your quick access spot on this bag, and it functions well as that. Then you've got a slip pocket here. I've put in a little pouch for some tech goods, but this would hold a tablet. This would hold your Kindle. This would hold a small magazine. Yeah, it's just a really nice pocket here. And then you've got some stretchy pockets over on the side right here. So both of these are kind of, you know, this is my pill thing that I travel with, but that fits in there. So they're about yay big, you know, about half the size of a deck of cards. Yeah. So really nice little stretchy pockets in there. So 2 of those, the key leash, and then the tablet sized or Kindle sized pocket. Yeah. So that is the front pocket of the bag. Now for the rest, we can toss the bag down and open her up. And this bag opens from here to here. So if this is a clock, it opens from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So it is a fold over, but not a full clamshell. If that is a deal breaker for you, just be aware. This is not a full clamshell. This is we'll call it a mostly clamshell, which is an interesting thing when you think about it. So they've got the grab handle on the side here, and they've got the bottle pocket on this side. I really don't know why they didn't just extend the zipper all the way down. But what it doesn't do is flap all the way over, which means that you can kind of access this bag without worrying about all your crap falling out, especially when you are, putting this at your feet and opening it up. So for some people, you may love that. For some people, you may not love that at all. All right. So main compartment here, this is a 38-liter backpack. And so I've got a couple of knickknacks in here that I just wanted to show you. You've got these great packing cubes that they have made and branded and designed to match the bag. So packing cube, and then here is a larger version of said packing cube. Yeah, no issue with these. I think they're really nice, and they certainly do match the bag. And you can see this second zip here works as compression, and also, let me zip all the way around here. Gives you just a much larger space with this bag, so there you go. Yeah, compression packing cube. Really nice. Cordura, nylon. Nice. Yeah. No issues with the packing cubes. They look nice. They matchy-matchy. This is a little tech dot kit situation. Another really interesting option that you can have, and magnets at play in this as well, right? So this is a nice little toiletry kit. It's got a little place for your toothbrush. It's got little pockets here that are stretchy mesh that you can put your 1 ounce or smaller wet goods in. And then it's got zippered pockets and zippered pockets. So really nice little top kit. Again, matchy-matchy to your backpack, which is very fun. Then you have a floating strap down here to strap down your goods. And, some people love these, but the good news is if you don't, you can just remove it. But it does have a neat pocket here that you can toss goods into. And it's very, very stretchy. So lots of room in this tie down. So really, really good feature. No issues with that. You do have a pocket on the side here that I've tossed a battery backup into. It is a good size, and you've got it replicated on the other side as well. Although, as we talked about, it doesn't zip all the way down, so that one's a little bit trickier to get to. You do have 2 hidden pockets up here at the top. One on this side and one on this side. And this is where they've got that Day Owl designed packable tote. So this is a little kind of bag you can bring with you inside your travel bag. And poof, you have a little packable tote here, branded to match and matchy-matchy to carry extra stuff should you need it while you are out traveling. And then it folds back in on itself, as any good packable bag does. Neat addition, not included with the bag. You can purchase that and toss it in your bag if you would like to. Yeah. All right. Then on the front of this bag, there is another compartment down here. And this one is lined. And so you could put wet items in this particular section to keep them separate from the rest of your goods. Wet items or items you're worried about leaking or anything like that. But you can see here that when poofed out, this bag has quite a bit of space. Quite a bit of space. Yeah. Now, there's another whole section to this bag. You can see why I insisted on doing camera number 2 for this bag, because you've got the front pocket which is a really deep and useful quick access pocket. Then you've got the main pocket, which is the travel compartment. Does well for what it is there. We'll zip that up. And then you've got the tech compartment, which is on the back, and it's protected by these AquaGuard zippers. And we'll open it up here as if we are, going to the coffee shop, y'all. And what do we have? Well, we have in this section a full clamshell. So choices, right? So this section does have a full clamshell and an absurd amount of tech organization. Like, that is a ton. Look at that. So you got a slip pocket up here that you could put a cord into. This is a keyboard holder. I've used it for my gimbal, but you can slip a keyboard into this. Then you've got a stretchy pocket, a mesh stretchy pocket, two on this side, both with kind of tie downs to slip things into. Another one up top here. This will hold your keyboard in place, and another stretchy pocket. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different stretchy pockets on the front panel of this tech section. And then on the back panel of this tech section, you've got your laptop sleeve. And I've tossed in here my MacBook Pro. No issues. So this is, as you can see, very much suspended as a laptop sleeve and padded and off of the sides and off of the bottom. So suspended in 4 directions. So you're not going to, no matter how you throw your bag around, the laptop is never going to be the thing that hits the ground. So good design there. Wow. There's a lot going on in this travel bag. So let's talk about this thing. We're going to get into 2 things that I like first, and then 2 things that I think could be better for this. Join me back in camera number 1. Whoa. Wow. So here's a look. Gorgeous bag. Like, really, really pretty. Let's start back here. First thing I love about this bag, the back panel itself and the harness system are very comfortable. Very comfortable. I think it feels great and it looks great. The harness is not the best harness system that I've had in a travel bag. Feels a lot like the Cotopaxi Alpha in terms of padding and structure. The back panel, though, is the most comfortable back panel that I've ever had on a travel bag. That's very, very nice. It's, again, a 38-liter bag, and it will fit in just about any carry-on that you can imagine. I'm going to include this magnetic handle here as part of the back panel design that I really enjoy. I like the luggage pass-through solution. I like the deep air channel. I like the super elevated padding. I like the magnetic handle here. Like, good stuff. The whole back panel design, including the sternum strap, including the nylon that they chose, I just love it. And the yellow is dope as hell. So, really, really, really enjoy the back panel of this bag. Boop, and my magnet handle on top. Really love that. The next thing that I really like about this bag is the actual interior color choices. I love the yellow. I think it looks great. I think it stands out against the competition, and it looks really great when you've got your gear stuffed into here. Very high visibility. Y'all know that I love my Green Room 136 and my Marigold interiors. I like this bright yellow. I think it looks really, really nice. And not only do I like the interior color, I do like a lot of the choices they made with the interior. I really like the mesh or the side pockets on both sides and the stretch bottle pocket. And I really like this EDC pocket up front, the quick access. Really enjoy that. Now, there's a couple of things that I think could be better. You always get 2 things on this channel that I think can be better about every bag. The first thing is, I still don't understand why they didn't make the main compartment clamshell. I would have, but you may like the 3/4 zip design here that they came up with. I would have just clamshelled the hell out of the thing and then not clamshelled the text section. I think, I get it, right? Open it, fold flat for TSA and all that, but I would have kept that one like 2/3 opening and maybe even gusset it on the side. So you can, but ultimately they didn't go full clamshell for the main compartment. That's a choice. Choices have been made. And I would have, but it's not a deal breaker on the bag, to be honest, because you can still access everything. And it does allow the main compartment to still function as a bit of a drop pocket without worrying about it flopping over, because you got a little bit more structure and rigidity with a bag that doesn't have a zipper all the way down the side. All right. The second thing that I think could be better, I wish the pocketing in this bag was just a little grippier, like a little tighter. That they went so light on everything in this bag, like so light that some of it feels a little thin and floppy inside, which again, choices have been made. They prioritized super, super light, like 3.6 pounds for the whole thing. I just found myself wanting a little bit more tightness in some of the pockets. They felt a little slippy and loose, ephemeral pocketing. But the ones that really stood out are the mesh pockets. And so in the back tech panel and in the main compartment, anywhere that is mesh or a black pocket, I really enjoyed those. It's the pockets made out of the same material as the liner that didn't work quite as well for me. That all being said, and by the way, like this stretch pocket right here, I wish there were more pocketing on the inside made out of this really cool neoprene stretch material that's on the outside. Anyway, man, oh man, lot to love about this bag. I'm curious as to what you think of this one. Check out the website, look at all the features, make sure I didn't miss anything. Where does this live in the pantheon of travel bags? Well, to me, this shoots into the top 5. And it shoots into the top 5 on the basis of 2 strengths. One, it's super comfortable. That back panel, the grab handles are really comfortable, and the harness system, and it's super lightweight. So super comfortable, super lightweight. It's not my favorite organization of any travel bag that's out there, but organization is a really personal thing for a travel bag. I like a lot less organization and a lot less pocketing. It's the same thing that I ran into with the Bounce Design Labs Nexus recently. Like, I love that bag. And again, another very comfortable travel bag, but just too much pockets, too much organization. And I know the argument to that is, well, you don't have to use them if you don't want to, but they're all there. And it takes away from the feel of lightness and simplicity that you're looking for in a travel bag, that I'm looking for, I should say, in a travel bag, that makes kind of a duffel bag so nice and fun and a tote bag so nice and fun, because it's just a big space and you toss your crap into it. Your mileage may vary. You may be on team hyper organized. That all being said, great travel bag. Like, for this to be the first bag from this company, that's pretty impressive. And it feels really nice. It feels like a pretty seasoned offering, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I really love this. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm glad to show you this bag. I'm going to wear this bag for you here in just a second. But let me know what you think of this travel bag and the feature set that they've decided to go with. Again, clocking in at about 3.5-ish, 3.6, somewhere in there pounds, and super comfortable because of this insane padding. I think that's the standout feature for me with this travel bag offering. It is among the most comfortable that I've ever used. And I love the yellow detail. I just really, look at that. Baller. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for the love and the support. We will see you next time. Bye for now.